With the release of dark, hypersexualized thrillers like Cruising and Windows, the 80s were dark times for queer representation on the silver screen. High invisibility brought backlash onto the queer movement, which was facing a new series of obstacles with a growing AIDS epidemic. The 90s gave way to the new queer cinema movement, whose films focused on themes of rejecting heteronormativity and placed queer characters in leading roles that experienced happy endings. To One Fu, Thanks for Everything, Julie Newmar, The Birdcage, and The Kids Are Alright are three examples of films that break through the barrier of traditional gender roles. For the first time, we have queer characters in leading roles defining their place within non-traditional family units, paving the way for a new normal. Tu Wong Fu tells the story of two drag queens and their Latin ingenue protege as they embark on a cross-country road trip to compete in a national drag pageant. Along the way, they encounter their fair share of mishaps, which lands them in the monotonous Midwestern town of Snydersville. The film, criticized for its fairy tale approach to dealing with transgender issues, may not have been the political conversation starter activists hoped for, but it was successful in portraying three queer characters on a journey for self-acceptance in a positive light in a mainstream media. The characters in Tu Wong Fu learned how individual relationships can be profound and transformative.
I don't think of you as a man. Now, I don't think of you as a woman. I think of you as an angel.
I think that's healthy.
The film's tagline, Attitude is Everything, as Joelle Ryan notes in Real Gender, supports the notion that attitudinal adjustments are what are needed to create a happy life. As Alex Evan notes in How Homo Can Hollywood Be, the end result was a film that used cross-dressing as a central strategy in its in-your-face activist deployments to reinforce family values in a non-traditional unit. Similarly, 1996's The Birdcage used cross-dressing as a comical means to challenge the notion of family normalcy, while appealing to audiences' need to prove that they are normal. As Tyler Coates points out in Was It Good for the Gays, the film promotes the notion that life is a lot more enjoyable and worthwhile if everyone else's opinions didn't dictate our own behavior. A lesson learned the hard way by the Goldmans after attempting an elaborate scheme to gain acceptance from their son's fiance's ultra-conservative family.
What?
Well, this woman has just introduced herself as Val's mother. How many mothers does Val have?
Just one. This is my mother. My father owns a nightclub downstairs. My mother is the star.
What?
We lied to you. Barbara and I and everybody lied for us. These are my parents.
This is my wife. And this is the lady who had Val.
It's nice to meet you, Catherine.
Very nice, Val. You've done a good job.
Thank you. I'm very proud of him.
In the end, the very thing they were attempting to hide is what saves the day. The film reinforces the changing concept of what traditional families are while promoting the ideas that non-traditional units experience the same array of emotions and face similar obstacles as everyone else. Fast forward 14 years, and the concept of family has shifted in mainstream media. The film The Kids Are Alright tells a story about a same-sex couple, played by Julianne Moore and Annette Bening, whose children find their biological father, played by Mark Ruffalo. Same-sex couples have gained greater acceptance and are now able to conform to traditional heteronormative roles within family units. Umesh Patra notes, in The Kids Are Alright, Same-Sex Family Values and the Pursuit of Normalcy, that the boundaries, instead of vanishing, have but shifted a few paces. These boundaries keep the sex, gender, and sexuality taxonomies intact and create the notion of normalcy.
I need to say something. It's no big secret. Your mom and I are in hell right now, and bottom line is, marriage is hard. It's really hard. Just two people slogging through the year after year, getting older, changing. It's a marathon, okay? So sometimes, you're together so long that you stop seeing the other person. You just see weird projections of your own junk. Instead of talking to each other, you go off the rails and act grubby, and make stupid choices, which is what I did, and I feel sick about it because I love you guys and I love your mom. And that's the truth. Sometimes you hurt the ones you love the most. I don't know why. If I read more Russian novels and anyway. I just wanted to say how sorry I am for what I did. I hope you'll forgive me eventually. Thank you.
All three films appeal to audiences' desire for normalcy. But what is normal and who defines it? For the first time, the new queer cinema movement affords queer characters the opportunity to redefine their role within non-traditional family units while reinforcing the notion that normalcy is subjective and acceptance begins with you, thus creating a new normal.